You're watching City News 24/7. I'm Melissa Nakavali. A viral video shot on a WestJet flight is raising questions about just how much legroom passengers are getting and whether airlines are shrinking space to fit more seats on board. The clip has sparked outrage online and complaints from travelers who say flying has become increasingly uncomfortable.
Dad, can you just straighten out your legs there?
Impossible.
You just straighten out your legs.
Straighten up my knees to the front.
The video, filmed on a WestJet flight out of Edmonton, shows a man visibly struggling to find space for his legs, pressed up against the seat in front of him.
Mom, how about you?
Yeah, well, I'm going to be sharing my leg space with him.
The clip has racked up more than 1 million views, prompting a flood of comments from travelers, calling the experience unacceptable and vowing to avoid the airline altogether.
Unfortunately, we don't have any regulations governing the amount of legroom available on flights. However, passengers do have to be provided with sufficient space to allow them to actually sit on the plane.
WestJet describes its standard seats as offering the least legroom while advertising premium seating options for an added cost. The airline recently reconfigured parts of its Boeing 737 fleet, adding an extra row of seats and introducing slimline designs.
A seat doesn't have to be nice, doesn't have to be comfortable, but it has to be big enough that a passenger can sit down into it. If the seat is too small, and WestJet knows it to be too small, then it is selling a service that it actually knows it is not able to deliver. That is called fraud.
Passenger rights advocates argue there are no regulations in Canada governing minimum legroom, leaving travelers with limited recourse when comfort takes a back seat to cost.
The airlines are taking advantage of the government's inaction. So if you don't like what you are seeing, you need to ask for an in-person meeting or a video meeting with your federal member of parliament and need to give them an earful. Members of parliament and government need to hear about it directly from Canadians. Just being angry and complaining is not going to help.
WestJet says these aircrafts accommodate an extra row by varying seat pitch between 38 and 28 inches. In a statement, the company says in part, "We have 21 aircrafts in this configuration at this time. We are closely monitoring guest and employee feedback to assess the product's performance, comfort, and suitability, while ensuring our unwavering commitment to safety remains at the forefront of every decision we make." Air passenger rights advocates say if you find yourself in a similar position, to speak up, stand your ground, and document your inability to sit in the seat provided.